I was told when I was very young that I suffered from too much native fire, and this would, in fact, explain over the years why the world inside me turned at a different rate, why I would notice a universe unfolding amongst what others would consider trivial things, like the distance between two birds on a wire, for example. I have witnessed respect and love suspended. No human I know dare dream of. Or while others looked at the ground while walking, my eyes always curled to the sky and write the story of two sparrows passing in flight, making them return to each other in spring, after the fall, after the long winter's journey southward. They also said when I was young that this affliction would cause others to burn, that my native fire was too much to show at once, that my goal was temperance and caution and patience. And I have found over the years this to be true, and I've left a trail of embers to prove it. I have told those weak of heart and low on imagination to keep their distance. I have explained from the start that I feel too much, and my heart doesn't quit, ever. I go on to explain that this affliction I own, this overabundance of fire, this thing that has kept me rising through the toughest parts of my life and will burn long after I'm gone, is something that is sacred, something that I'm saving for the one who can handle it with native gloves. And if they move me, then I write for them. And I say that I am much safer on the page. Keep me there, here where it's safe. But they don't listen. They want to know. They want to see where the words come from.